Hey there everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name's Chris Homie. How are you doing, folks? It's time again for another step along the path that is the Swansea way. Come walk with me as we see how far we can go. We've kind of abandoned some of the principles, and as we've seen in the last video, it's not always to our benefit to sign players that seemingly would elevate the team to a new level. And it seems weird to say that because I'm a little bit unhappy with the signing of Kylian Mbappe when he has 14 in 15 games. So he's scoring goals. In the league, it's 5 in 7. You know, there's only so much really you can argue about him. He hasn't scored in the Champions League, but he got an assist. He got a goal in the Super Cup, an assist in the Carabao Cup, a goal in the Community Shield. So it all lines up quite well. And then internationally, he's scoring goals for fun. He is 10 in 4 World Cup qualification games. So, you know, you've kind of got to just accept that he's doing his bit and he's getting the goals that you expect him to get. But I do feel the team plays very disjointed around him, and we played better with Beaches and Matthews up front as a team collectively. Same thing, Camavinga, 7.08, 2 assists and a goal. He's done as well as anyone else in midfield, apart from Lewis Cook, who had one game that's kind of skewing his average a little bit, I feel. But yeah, maybe not quite the impact I expected him to have. Reyna's got 4 goals and an assist in 13 games, 7.52. I really can't argue with the ratings, and De Ligt is a man of the match and a 7.24 at the back. So it's a little difficult for me to really be here saying, hey, these players aren't playing well enough, or I'm sad that I signed them. I just think that they do represent an abandonment of the Swansea way. And the team is not as fluid as we were before they joined. Now that could be a dynamics, that could be a cohesion, that could be a style, that could be tactics, it could be a lot of things that they're just fitting in. But right now cohesion looks great, atmosphere looks great, support looks great. In the hierarchy, Mbappe's up there with my captain and vice captain. Everything looks good. A couple of youngsters aren't on board. They're still in their own group with Chris Metham. Cook's leading the rest of the team out, and Levi Towers not quite there. And we are still fully happy as of now. So yeah, we got a big game coming up now. We got Napoli in the Champions League. After one game, they beat Red Bull Salzburg 6-0. Osimhen with a great start there. 4 goals in his opening game. Hopefully doesn't do the same. And Lucas Campos, another great performer. And he got the job done for them. Beachy and Reina for us beat Barcelona in Barcelona. And now we see Salzburg, Barca. And we get the home game against Napoli before we go to the reverse fixtures. And then round things out by getting our final opponents. Finishing off Barcelona and coming back here. So it's kind of an interesting set of fixtures. To be honest with you, I think at this stage I'm going to be disappointed if I don't win the group. If I can go to Barcelona and win, I should be able to go to Napoli and win, and Salzburg and win, and I should beat everyone at home. So unless I'm winning all these games, I'm going to be a little disappointed. We are still perfect. That is the goal for this season, to be perfect. Win every single game, every single competition. That is our goal. So far, so good. 7 games in a row have been clean sheets. Arsenal away, Chelsea at home, Man City away, Liverpool at home, the last live comp. The 2-0 at Barcelona, 2-0 on the road to Bristol City, 3-0 over Everton in the Cup, and then a 1-0 tough game against Burnley at home. So, we conceded in the Community Shield against Man United. That was a penalty, and we conceded to Lukaku, the only goal in open play so far that has gone against us. I don't expect that to continue. I really don't. So yeah, it's gone decently well. That Ryan Hughes free kick was massive for us. You know, Beachy started to chip in here and there. It's a facey goal. Mbappe gets one ruled out. They're putting 10 men behind the ball. They're very difficult to break down. We don't quite look good enough in places to do that. The midfield didn't look great. Beachy didn't look great. Mbappe was unlucky, but really didn't do much. Should have put the penalty away, didn't. And that kind of really affected his confidence, I think. And then it's a nice move and Facey slots in. So we're not in the best of form in terms of how well the team is playing, how slick the team's playing. We're in the best of form in terms of results. So it depends whether you're just looking for the results or if you're looking for the performance on the pitch. Yeah. I don't know kind of where I am with some of these. So we're going to make a couple of changes here to the bench. We're going to put Munoz and Sant as our midfielders. James Matthews again to replace one of the strikers if we need him. Facey Mefam joins, I think, is a good backup trio there. Ilan Starkey gets his start at left back. It's a big, big game for him. Tom Ferry at right back. Big, big game for him. But we're going to continue with Cosme, who I think is just looking like an amazing defender right now. Got a lot of time for him. And Mathis de Ligt, who is everything mentally that Cosme is physically. I'm very happy with that centre-back partnership. Lewis Cook, as I say, has had a fantastic season. A little bit of a resurgence for him. I think he's really starting to look like a good player again. Had a run where he didn't. I thought maybe his career was at an end at this level. Maybe we had to move him on. But yeah, he's coming back into it. Declan Rice, really good player. Hopefully we can see the best of him. He's been quite solid all season long, if unspectacular. And Camavinga, still young, still growing, but should be starting to come into his own to where he can take a game over from midfield. He's definitely got the accomplices there to do it. We go back again with Giovanni Reina, who I'm hoping to see more for. Get on the ball, drive towards the defenders, put some shots on net. I'm really hoping he can start kicking on. Mbappe, just unbelievable and unplayable. And Ben Beachy, I think, is almost there with him. Almost. So yeah, that's going to be our lineup. We're going to go up against Napoli, as I said. Everything in the club looks really good right now. Everything seems to be fantastic. We're up to our 45,000 seat capacity. And yeah, money in the bank is absolutely amazing. We're right at the top. We're at a high point in terms of top of the league. Everything top class. Great feeder clubs. Wouldn't really look to change any of those right now. I think we're getting in a nice mix from across Europe. If I'm honest, I think that's a really good thing for us. So yeah, I'm very happy. I'm just a little concerned over how the team is playing in places. At this point, everything looks really, really good here. But yeah, at this point, 76% win percentage, 236 win, 41 draw, 32 lost out of 309. Massive goal difference, massive win ratio. I'm very, very happy with how things are going. But we need to get it done on the pitch. That's where this comes in for Napoli. Say we're going to go with our backup fullbacks. That could be the one issue that this team has right now. I'm really not sure there. I think Carlos Vito's done enough to justify being our number one. I think that was the correct decision for the long term. And it's not hurting us short term. He's kept plenty of clean sheets and done his job. So, as this little spine of the team, this all-star additions for this year, De Ligt, Camavinga, Reina, and Mbappe, as they sort of grow and get used to one another, get used to the team, the tactics, the style of football we're playing here, I think the problems I'm seeing will resolve themselves. On either side of that spine, Declan Rice, Lewis Cook, the other surviving real players in this first 11. We still have Chris Mepham on the bench as well. That is it right now. Mepham, Cook, Rice, De Ligt, Camavinga, Reina, and Mbappe. Those are the only real players in this team. But I kind of like having those real players there. I normally play very heavily with the regens, but not right now. Right now, it's time for the superstars, the Swansea Galacticos, to shine. A good team they've got out. Solid defense. Such a good attack. And then you got Martin Savic in the midfield. And yeah, that's a hell of a bench as well. But yeah, big, strong defenders, tough, powerful midfielders, and just creative, goal-scoring, pacey forwards. They're a very, very good team. They are a very, very good team. Back just to our basic formations and instructions. So we follow that up with a basic team talk as well. I like that team. See what the young fullbacks can do today. If they both really struggle, we could use 2 subs to get our starters back off the bench. I don't want to do that, obviously, but yeah, it is a possibility. Is a possibility. Encourage the boys, see how we start the game then. We get a throw in. 6.5 minutes in. Ferry to Cook. Declan Rice coming across the field. Back to Ferry. Couldn't get the ball to Reina. Camavinga, no. What a tackle. But it comes to Martin Savic. Osimhen is headed down by De Ligt. Camavinga and Cook clearing up. Ben Beachy. Has he beaten the offside trap? He gets round the defenders. Past the goalie. It's not going to count. And it's an early booking for De Ligt as well. Very early booking. New match engine. You do see defenders get booked for their first foul very often early in the game. So, Gio Reyna was the far post. Radu comes and claims it. Some good pressure. And De Ligt again heads it out. Cook, lovely turn and drive. Poor though, right to Shaw. They work it now down this left-hand side. Shaw has gone forward. Cook is there. Oh, good ball to Martin Savic. I do think we should have gone and done better with it. And Victor Osimhen will get the first goal. Oh, we had 2 chances to cut the ball out. One on this flank. One when they threw it inside. It works over to a Campos, I believe, on that far side. Declan Rice versus Martin Savic. As that ball's floated over, I really thought Rice was going to get there. He doesn't. Ocampos goes past Starkey. Drops it back. Di Lorenzo up to Osimhen, who just ghosts off the defenders. Romagnoli will get booked. We get a free kick. Is this Gio Reyna range? I think it is. And it's top corner. What a strike. We're right back in it. 22 on the clock. Absolutely phenomenal free kick again. We beat Liverpool with a phenomenal goal from Williams. Is it Williams? Who's the young Welsh striker? It's not Williams. It's going to bug me. Hughes. Ryan Hughes. I sold Williams. I keep thinking it's Williams. I sold him. We kept Hughes. Camavinga, that's good. No, Mbappe from deep. This is where he should shine. He finds Bembici. Oh my god, that's lovely. Back to Mbappe, and Radu gets there. But nobody really wanted it. That surprises me. 2 prime goal scorers. Nobody wanted it. But yeah, 2 great goals from free kicks already this season. And we need to just keep pushing on and keep fighting. They're very dangerous on the counter. We know this. Mbappe to Ferry to Cook. Lewis Cook strokes it in left-footed into the bottom corner. Let's go. Nice to meet you. How you doing? 2-1 up from 1-0 down. And this is a lovely roll finish. Mbappe back to Ferry. Cook takes a touch. Keeper down on his knees. Radu had nowhere that he could go there. He just tries to get down, make the body big, but calm, collected. Rolled into the bottom corner, Lewis Cook. Another centre-back booked. 3 out of the 4 today have been booked in the first half. The match engine is not kind. It's really not kind. Luke Shaw on the ball now. Works it up. Starkey, nicely taken down. Rice to Camavinga. Back to him. And again, just working space. Camavinga driving up to Bembici. And back. Now Starkey on the overlap, but he can't see him. He cannot get the ball through. He can get it across the Ferry, though. And now, switching that flanks. We can play some good football. Just stayed onside there. Ball from Cook. Back towards Bembici. Down to Kylian Mbappe. 15th of the season already. And now we're starting to play some better football as a team. Gio Reyna's free kick, really the catalyst. Cook stepping up again, like I say. Little mini resurgence from our captain. And Bembici nods down across from the right. Ferry, I think, with another almost assist there. He got one. That's almost another one. Good cross from him. But Bici, unselfish, nods it down. Mbappe chucks his leg out. And just like that, Osimhen on a counter-attack. It's as we expected. 1 shot, 1 on target, 1 goal. He's just that good. But, great free kick. Lewis Cook steps up just for half-time. Mbappe puts a 3-1 up. Worried about the centre-backs. A little worried about the centre-backs today. Not going to lie. We've got options. We do have options. Let's see them. What we can do here, boys. We can do better. We can do better. Delict, Cosme. No reds. No reds, boys. Come on, please. No reds. Stay on the feet. Stay on your feet. Move up to a standard line. Get rid of the overlap. Although it's working quite well. Let's get rid of the overlap and let just people play as they want to play. Try and get those crosses in early because there's good movement and fight on the bench. So if it's not working, I think we can change things up. The Matthews, Asante, Munoz. Mepham's probably definitely coming on. I really don't think these boys can play centre-back, though. I really don't want to be doing that. Mitch can't head. Starkey might be the shout, actually. Ooh, Starkey might be the shout. Interesting. We could slide Starkey in, Mepham on for Cosme, and then Facey on in place of Delict at left back. That could be how we solve the defence if we want to get those bookings off. Camavinga, a little tired. Reina, a little tired. Munoz, I think, is perfect to replace Camavinga. Sant should be good enough to not really slow us down without Giovanni Reina, though I do think Reina's the catalyst so far in that first half for us. So I think we've got to wait and see, and then who knows what else happens. Maybe another booking, maybe just something crazy happens. I'm not sure. I'm not sure at all. Let's see how we start. Demand some more. Ball back to Radu now for Napoli. A little bit of pressure, but he chips it out to the right back. And the campus is on it. Nice football from them. Osimhen drops deep. Matancevic gives it away. Giovanni Reina, the catalyst. Ben Beachy. Chance to score. He puts this away. Not offside. Like his first chance was. And now finally, we get the goal inside a minute. Matancevic a little bit sloppy there. No movement from Fabian. Reina to Beachy. A little bit behind him. But he does well, roams everybody again, slots it home. Reina on the score sheet, Mbappe before half-time. Ben Beachy inside a minute of the second half. 9 shots, 6 on target, 4 goals. Well in control. Reina is absolutely tired right now. And with half an hour left, I think, at the end of this highlight, I might be tempted to change things. What a ball from Reina. Kylian Mbappe, unlucky, but look at Ben Beachy. Oh, and it's unlucky. It just trickles towards the goalie. It just trickles towards the goalie. Okay, I'm going to make these changes as we discussed. I think Chris Meffam and Brian Facey. Starkey sliding in alongside Meffam. This could be difficult now for the defense with Osimhen and a few others in there, but I think that's kind of good enough for now. And then Michael Sant for the impeccable today. Impeccable Giovanni Reina. I'm glad to see he's got such a high rating because he definitely deserves it. Oh my, he has been just unbelievable at times. Unbelievable. Praise the boys. Down to positive. Control the game. Moriba equalizes. So Barca were 1-0 down. It's now 1-1. Tielemans is on for Napoli. Beachy came back. Couldn't get the ball. But lovely to see him coming back. Camavinga again drops to the floor. Gets that ball out of there. Lozano has been quiet. But we don't get it clear. Back to Lozano. Just like that. Just like that. Osimhen inside the box, facing the wrong way, but Yuri Tielemans, Declan Rice, Beachy, Mbappe, to Ben Beachy. He's going to go round his man. Gets a little lucky, gets that left-footed shot, rolls it into the far corner. It is 10 minutes from time. Now we start to shut up shop because boys are getting tired. Boys are getting tired. I think we go lower. We go lower defensively. I think I pull Rice in there and we drop back to a 4-1-3-2. I think this is what we do. What do we really want to do? I think I'm just going to sit on Caballeros. And actually, Sant can stay in the middle and be a box-to-box. I think that makes sense. I could put Mbappe out wide. I could put maybe Sant out wide. I don't really want to do it. But I think some more protection here at the back would be good. Just to stop them from really being able to counter-attack us. And yeah, if we got enough up front with Beachy and Mbappe, I think we don't need to add too much to it. Yeah, we're going to stay on positive. We're going to close out the game. Beachy just about gets there. Mbappe to him. Round the defense. Just manages to get it through the defender. Maybe a lucky ricochet along the way. But big bad Ben Beachy with a lovely rolled finish. And that'll see us through now. For the final 5 minutes. We'll see maybe what they can do. Starkey, that's nice. Beachy takes it down. Goes up wide. Brilliant. Does he have the vision? No, he doesn't. He's on a hat-trick. He went himself. But Mbappe was through. Mbappe was through there. There was a good ball that needed to be made. But Mbappe could have scored his second. Not to be at the end of the day, though. Osman with that early goal. A little bit of poor defensive play. But a good counter by Napoli. A couple of interceptions that were close but not good enough. We didn't quite get into position to make them. And they end up with a goal. 2 minutes later, Reina's free kick. Brilliant top corner finish. In off the post. Unbelievable strike from Gio Reyna. Lewis Cook, lovely, calm, left-footed finish. Mbappe, nice goal before half-time. Beachy, great goal to pick up just where we left off and start the second half. And 10 minutes from time, nice counter. Beachy to Mbappe to Beachy to the back of the net. Dominant. Not a clean sheet, but dominant. Boys. Oh, yes. Centre-back's not great. Centre-back's not great today. I will say that. Cosme looked okay. De Ligt looked a little bit worrisome. Yeah, Starkey at left-back didn't look great. At centre-back didn't look any worse, to be fair. Didn't look any worse. And Facey came on and did well at left-back to kind of solidify that side of the field a little bit. Very happy with Tom Ferry. I thought he did a fantastic job at right back. That's why he got a full 90. And yeah, midfield was good. Not great, but good. Reina was a catalyst. The strikers scored goals. What can I say? That right there is total Swansea's football. That's the Swansea way. The way of playing. Yes, we signed 4 superstars. But we did wait until we'd won the Champions League to do it. So, you know. And that money was going to go to waste otherwise. That money was going to go to waste otherwise. So, I wonder what Barcelona... I didn't see what Barcelona's result was. They were 1-1. And it stays 1-1. Pedri own goal, 37 minutes in. Moriba, 67 minutes in. Napoli, Barcelona, no. That is a real contest. That right there is a real contest. The next 2 games. Oh my. Now we've got something to fight for in this group, it looks like. Hopefully we can do the business against Salzburg. Get 12 points. And pretty much be qualified after game 4. If Napoli and Barca can just share the points in both games. Just a draw each, or a draw in Napoli and then a win for Barca to tie them up on 5 points each. We'll be on 12. We'll definitely be through. So we'll see what kind of results they can get. And then we've got the home tie against Barcelona, maybe to solve the question of who's going to win the group. And maybe if Napoli can then beat us, it would suck for us, but that could see them knock out Barcelona. So it's all sort of lining up quite well to be a real battle for that second place. But hopefully we're not involved. We are going to win this group, and that will be fantastic. So Facey needs a little rest. I think I've already told him I'd rest him recently. Beachy, it's a shame about that final one. It's a shame about that final moments. Yeah, last season he was absolutely unplayable. 30 and 37, 1 out of 7 in the league. It's a bit of a slow start for him. 41 in 62 games. He is 9 in 14. He loves continental football so far. So hopefully we can pick that up in the league. Although, right now, Mbappe is picking up that slack. But yeah, we'd like to see a little bit more from Ben Beachy. And I do think Reina would have been in with a great shout for man of the match if he hadn't have been substituted. The rest played okay. Like I say, there's a couple of defenders. Vito didn't do great. Sant didn't really do too much, but we played defensive, and he got dropped back even further into midfield. So, on the whole, even kind of game. Their tackling was good, our heading was good, passing was good from both. Fell even on yellow cards. They edged corners. They didn't even edge corners. They did really well. They got a lot of corners. They got more possession. But we took care of ourselves really well in front of goals. We generated chances. We put them away. They only put one more shot on target after that goal. So I think we did well to nullify them. And we still were allowed to play our football. So I will take that 100% of the time. Big win. Absolutely fantastic. 2 million for the game. That is phenomenal. And yeah, we were in control. They scored against the run of play, but neither team was really firing. And then we just started to... Yeah, the worst thing they could have done was score early. Because that just fired us up, and we responded. We get our goals. We get our goals around half-time. And they start picking up towards the end, and we put the killer blow in. Always improving the team. Love that. Love that. Oh, yes. 2 yellow cards at the back, I think, really helped unsettle us a little early on, but we did okay. So Mitch Joins is less professional, but more determined. What's his determination up to? A 14. Interesting. Okay. Don't like the professionalism, but I do like the determined. Joins is still fairly professional, so okay, it's not too bad. And Joe Richmond's a centre-back, and he refrains from taking the long shots. I don't mind that either. I think it fits rather well. Cariaga is there, but Facey and Hughes. We get manager of the month. Don't mind that at all, boys. We don't mind that at all. And Camba down in Newport. Doing well. Okay. George Spencer looks okay. He seems to be doing okay as well. And he's there again. And then Aziz. Okay. Decent. Decent. Probably not going to make it out of the club. A lot of these boys maybe not going to make it, but yeah. They're doing well enough. They're doing well enough. So after that, looking at things now, in the league it's kind of different. Ben Beachy isn't scoring, but 15 and 16 for Mbappe, 9 and 14 for Beachy, 5 and 14 for Reina, 3 and 15 for Sant, mostly bench appearances. Cook's got 3 in 13 as well. So we're really starting to see the extras chipping in. Ryan Hughes off the bench at Liverpool with that free kick. His only taste of football. Wins man of the match. Brilliant free kick. Steals the game. We're going to need him across this season, I feel. But, yeah. And not much from the reserve strikers because the front two have been playing. So Matthews and Hughes haven't got many opportunities. And other people are doing the job, so I don't feel the need to really change that, to be fair. We look at who's coming in and coming out. We've got those two coming in still, so I don't expect to make any of that any of those changes, to be fair. Kind of think we're going to be where we're going to be. Yeah. Heathcote looks like a bit of a player. He looks quite decent, but again, not up to our level. Gaston Martins, maybe, but maybe not. I think both of those are still the right decision to sell. We've got a young team, but a good team, and we just saw Starkey play decently at left back and centre back. Ferry played right back very well. Lever Towers hasn't been used yet, but I think is definitely worthy of some game time and should hold his own. Really should hold his own. Robert Bevan, very solid in midfield. Ramsden's probably the biggest question mark. I don't know how good he could be. Luckily, we haven't had to see. Carlos Vitor has been unbelievable since taking over as number one. He's already on 9 clean sheets in 10 games. And he's only conceded once in the other 3. So, absolutely unbelievable stuff there. Really, really happy. Things are good. Things are good. If we can just get the groups to align, get those new boys integrated into the squad a little bit more, I think we'll end up in a really, really good spot. Let's give everyone here a day off. I think tactically now we need to just stay on our feet because that's going to be part of the new match engine. Those defenders getting booked very early, so we'll make that change. I think everything else works really well right now. I'm so happy with how it works right now. As I say, this is just phenomenal. This is just phenomenal. If we can integrate this into a bigger group perhaps, and mix these two groups, even if they split in half, even if these bunch join the second group, and we'll have 2 similar sized groups with Towers in one, I think I'll be very happy there. And yeah, there's just no issues from anybody right now. Probably gonna have to spread some playing time around. Ødegaard would be nice, but I just don't see that happening. Kulu, just again another attacking midfield. I don't see that happening. Demir we sold, and he is enjoying life in Barcelona, to be fair. He is enjoying life in Barcelona. Huge profit, and he was fantastic for us. He was absolutely fantastic for us. Reyna's got a lot to live up to, but I back him. Leroy Sané, I don't think, we definitely don't need. And Erling Haaland, again, imagine if we had him in this team as well. I think that would be really interesting. So Ødegaard and Haaland, and then Kulu and Demir, I don't see really signing. We're not going to re-sign Demir. We're not going to sign Kulu. Ødegaard and Haaland I have interest in, but them being at United, them being so expensive, I just don't see that happening. Especially the way United are playing right now. There's no way that those boys are going to want to leave, and there's no way United should want them to leave. And Sané just doesn't fit our tactics. But it's a real interesting group they got there. Nobody on the short list at all. Let's see who would want to join us. They're there. They are there. They are there. So look at the transfer listed. Ryan Brewster. I think our time with Brewster's done, but yeah, not a bad season for Villa. Not a bad season last year, but definitely onto a better start in this campaign. Why does he want to leave? I don't know why he wants to leave. They want to recoup most of the money for him. I think that'll be fun to re-sign him, but I'm not going to be doing it. Pellegrini, Kumbula, Brandt, Kettler. Don't think I need at all, to be fair. Anybody going to be tempting? anybody going to be tempting? Not really. Not really. So yeah. January, a couple of months away. Nobody on the transfer list to get nice and early. Let's have a look at who will be. I guess I gotta go for a year, right? Because we're not quite in the 6-month window. Gnabry, Lucas Hernandez, and Yolo. Curtis Jones? Don't think so. McTominay. Could bring him back as a piece. Ben White as a backup, maybe. Brandon Williams. I think I scout Brandon Williams. But honestly, he is the first name that's really made me think. To be fair, Rui Chagas. Scout him. Yeah. Scout him. They're all young. They're all pretty decent players. I fully expect them not to be good enough, to be honest with you, so I'm not expecting these scout reports to come back as anything great. But you never know. You never know. You've got to scout to find out. There. Yeah. Few names to add to the shortlist then. Or maybe not to the shortlist because we haven't added them to the shortlist. Just keep an eye over the next few days for them. But yeah, tough run of games, away games now. Sheffield United, they're scrapping for points. Brentford are scrapping for points right now. Then Red Bull Salzburg, who are at the bottom of the league and really need to be stepping up their game, I'd say. Yeah, there's a little bit of a tough run. But then again, not super tough. Then Leicester at home. Leicester aren't doing amazing. They're in mid-table. So the next 3 league games are against mid to low league teams. Salzburg should be the weakest team, but it's away. And then we get Chelsea. We got drawn against Chelsea in the League Cup. That's going to be a real tough game. Then back to mid-table at home. At home to Salzburg. At home to Fulham. We're having a fantastic season. But I really do fancy us in that little run. And then coming into December, things get really tough. Spurs away. We invite Barcelona down to the Liberty. And then it's Man United. And Man United are perfect. Just like us. They're not perfect in that they've conceded in the league and we haven't. 7 games, 7 wins. 2 goals a game. No goals against. Absolutely phenomenal. But they are scoring goals. And their defense has been okay. And they're just holding up ahead of us. Powered by Erling Haaland, who's currently out injured, but 15 goals for him already. And Martin Odegaard, who has been one of their best midfielders. It's going to be a long, tough season. Long, tough. A very interesting team they've got, and they are making it work for them. But while they've got Haaland, we've got Beachy. We've got Reina. They've got Odegaard. I'm hoping Mbappe's the X Factor. I'm hoping he's the one that can just ruin their day. Also, leave your comments in the section below. What do you think of the series as it's slowly winding down for the final year of play? In January, with all this money in the bank and nothing to spend it on, Do we want to roll with a Cosme and a Munoz and people like that? Or do we want to try and find a centre-back partner for De Ligt? Do we want to go all out and sign ourselves a world-class goalie, another world-class centre-back, and maybe another midfielder? Let me know what you think. I'm kind of tempted just to keep as we are, and just see how far we can take it. But I want your input, so let me know what you think about that in the comment section down below. While you're there, smash that like button if you haven't. Hit that subscribe button if you are enjoying this content and want to see more. But that's where we're going to leave it for this episode. Next game, I don't want to keep doing Chelsea. We've done enough Chelsea games. So I think actually the next game we might do could be that Tottenham or Man United game. We've had a few Barca games. We've had some Chelsea games. That maybe in and around here. Unless I really like the League Cup draw, maybe we'll go in there. Or maybe we'll skip forward to this FA Cup draw, depending what that is. Or this Premier League game against Arsenal. That might be a nice one. I don't know. I don't know where we're going to end up next. But I think we got some interesting choices. But so far, we're playing really good football. We're scoring goals. We're keeping clean sheets. And the sky is the limit. Join me to see what happens next time on the Swansea way. For now, take care, stay safe, behave yourselves. And I wish you all the best.